is this the kind of heels we want to see Lucha Brothers being? Like, for me, one of the reasons Pentagon got over was because he was this unstoppable, evil, psycho, ninja, skeleton, undead warrior thing.
Luchador thing, yeah.
Yeah, and he was just vicious and mean and badass. And he went back and forth between a heel and a face, more on the heel side, because he was just an asshole. But he wasn't ever a cheater. And he wasn't ever a backstabber.
He didn't need to be. That was the point.
He didn't, exactly. Whereas this feels more like he's kind of squirrely. And I've seen Pentagon do all different aspects of himself. Like, I've seen him in straight up comedy matches. And it's weird to see him in comedy matches. It's fun. He's really good. But it's weird to see him doing comedy matches. If you're going to have the Lucha Brothers be heels, shouldn't you have them be a little bit more of like monster heels, with Pentagon being the heavy, hard-hitting, badass dude and Fenix being the insane high flyer who you can't escape?
Walk the entire rope, that kind of shit, yeah.
Sure. As opposed to just being kind of smarmy, egotistical, cheating heels. It doesn't seem to me to be as engaging.
The inner circle around Jericho has the smarmy heel thing locked up. Smarmy cheating thing locked up. We need monsters. We need monster heels, and they are kind of the perfect tag team to be that, specifically Pentagon. And I don't think they need to be doing low blows. I think this was a bad call. They should not have done this with them. If anything, break his arm afterwards, beat him down afterwards, something like that. Be that heel for us. Don't be the dick low blow heel.
Right. I'm not saying you have to, copy and ape exactly what they did in Lucha Underground. I don't think it'd be possible to, because that was in its own entire world.
Right.
But something like, keep in mind the roots of what got him over in the first place. And it's more on him than Fenix. Like, obviously Fenix is, I think, more built as to be a babyface.
Sure.
That's just his style and his look.
There's an inevitable turn coming at some point.
He just is one. Well, it's like what we always say. There's certain people that are born to be baby faces, certain people that are born to be heels. Like, they just naturally, you look at them and you automatically just put them in one of those categories. You look at Pentagon, he's got a skull face. He's a heel, right? Or at least a badass. Or he's a badass, right? Fenix is like this. We've met him, Nick. He's the sweetest, nicest guy.
Yeah. And he was the big baby face of season 1 in Lucha Underground as well.
Because that's the impression he gets.
Perfect.
He gives off like this sweet, super nice guy feel when you see him. And his moveset is all facey too. So yeah, I question how they're booking them right now. I question how they're booking the Lucha. You can have them be heels, but just this is not the best way to portray them as heels. It's kind of like Sami Zayn when they first turned him heel. I'm like, it's just not connecting. I could see him being a heel, but just not quite like this.
So crazy Nick booking moment. I think they're riding the coattails of the success they had in AAA with the titles against the Bucks, coming in as a tag team. I think it's inevitable they split. I think they could have a program where they fight against each other for some honor battle or something along those lines. That they've got, at some point, they've got enough things going on in the tag division now that I don't want to say they're not needed, but they don't need them to be a tag team is the way I would say.
Well, but the singles division is really packed too. And I think that they're going to need to, switch some things up to have that work.
I think in the new year, we're going to start seeing some of that shell game happening where they're going to shuffle some chess pieces around.
That's why they came in as tag team. It's just the singles market's too full.
Yeah.